What's up guys, DUBB. Welcome to my channel. I recently picked up this brush mower by DR Power Equipment, and this is the Pro Max-34. It has a 20 horse Britain Stratton engine, and I got it for a few $100s, and this thing normally costs about $3,000 to $4,000 for it new. And there is some issue with this equipment, and the guy who sold it to me, he said possibility governor could be wide open, and I don't want to start it up. The internal governor, basically it had like two claws. When it spins, it opens up, then it closes. And right now, possibility maybe the previous owner tried to adjust the governor by loosening up that shaft coming out. Normally, so you turn clockwise and having this level down all the way clockwise as well. That is how it's supposed to be set. But if you start loosening it up and somehow get it loose enough, there's a possibility the governor claw, something pops open, it could come apart. Sometime while in operation, it could fly apart and basically move around inside of the engine, and it could destroy a lot of parts in there, like gears and other shaft that is in the area. So I don't want to try to start it, and so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start tearing this motor apart just to double check it, make sure that it's still intact. If it's still intact, then I'm just gonna put it back together. But if that part needs to be replaced, and it only costs about like 25 bucks for it, but if I happen to mess around with it and destroy the whole engine, this engine costs about probably around $1,300 for it, and I don't want to take the chance. And so let me show you how to step by step kind of tear everything apart. And if you ever want to check out your air filter, loosen these two bolts over here, and you got the air filter here. You can just remove it, clean it, whatever you gotta do, and that's how you get to an air filter. And in my case, I'm gonna have to take out the whole engine so I can take it apart, pop the casing, and verify whether the governor is still intact. And what I'm gonna do is you can go ahead and remove this cover right here. Oh, I kind of got this thing apart already. You pull this pin out and you release this right here, and this actually gets separated, so the mower deck can just stay still, and I can just push the this main piece right here out and work on it. Normally you'll need to undo the belt to pull it out, but I already did that part. So the next step, there's two ways I can do it, but since I'm taking the whole engine apart, I'm just gonna start from the top and work to the bottom. And if you just need to change the belt on the bottom, you can use an impact driver to loosen up the bolt on the bottom, so you don't have to mess with the top part of it. So let's go ahead by taking the top off. So remove these parts right here. So there's bolts around holding the this top cover on, and also there's screws in here that hold onto this cover, and also there's some hoses connected to it. To speed things up, here you got a Phillips screw right here. You can go and loosen it up, then remove the top cover. And this cover right here, it spins along with the motor, and they held together with these I believe it's like 532 size bolts in there. So once you remove all four of them, this cover comes off. And if you just want to replace the belt on the bottom, or work on the hydrostatic clutch on the bottom, you can expose this area here, so you can put a socket in here to stop the motor from spinning while you undo the bottom bolt. So we're going to remove the top cover off. So you got your magnetos right here, two of them. This is a V-twin motor and kind of dirty. And here's your carburetor. Sometimes you can adjust the carburetor if your motor is running rough. But before I get it started, I want to tackle the internal part of it, make sure that governor is still intact. So let me go and pop this thing upwards. From the bottom you have this hydrostatic clutch right here, and go and unplug the connector, and here you have 5/8 bolt right here, and on the top you have a nut right here that is 1 1/4. So this will keep the engine from spinning. And from the bottom, you can go ahead and loosen it up. I already loosened it up already, so I'll make it easier. But you can also, without taking the top apart, you can put a impact driver right here and loosen it up. Once it's loose, you need to kind of jiggle it. You might be stuck a little bit on it to the shaft, and wiggle it, maybe hit it with a hammer, probably with a screwdriver or something, and it should come right off and separate it. This is how you will remove it and replace it. And also, while you got this thing out, and you have a dry belt right here. Alright, so to replace this right here, you can't really pull it out because it's kind of tight. What you want to do is spin this part right here, while kind of pull it out slightly and turn it, and come off. Then there's enough space on top right here, on top of this pulley right here. You pull up from the top, and that's how you get it out. You can tell this belt is in pretty bad shape already. So since I got everything out, I'm gonna replace this belt. I'm gonna go online and order one, or go down and bring this into the store and see if I can find one the same size and length. And so my project required me to basically remove this whole motor, take off this whole motor. so I can separate the bottom engine case from the top to get to the parts I need to get to. So right now I just have like 4 bolts out here holding it. Once it's off, I should be able to just flip the engine off and put it on a counter somewhere and work on it. Alright, this is going to be done for part 1. So I just showed you how to replace the air filter, take out the hydrostatic clutch pulley, and also replacing this belt right here. I'll put this shell back in here. So all you have to do is just remove this cover and also the inner cover, so you can have access to this nut to stop the shaft from spinning. Then you can go ahead and remove the hydrostatic clutch pulley, or do a belt replacement. Alright, this is it for part 1. I hope this tip is helpful, and the next time I will have this 4 bolt removed, and I'll have the engine sitting on top of a counter so I can work on it. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.